They're going to be way back here. We're going to put them up here. And we need to talk about these mountains for a minute because a lot of boys and girls like to make M and W mountains. Right? Okay. The mountains don't look like that. That's what we're taught in kindergarten, isn't it? So we're going to make more realistic mountains. And we want those mountains to overlap because we know that there's certain mountains that are in front of other mountains in front of other mountains, aren't they? Okay? So this is what we're going to do. I want you to watch. We're going to crop our mountains also. Do I have cropping up there? Yes, I do. No, that says overlapping. We're going to crop our mountains. In other words, we're going to cut them off right here and actually start high. So now we have cropping over here. If we were to stand back and put the whole mountain in, what would we have to do? We'd have to get farther away, wouldn't we? Or make them really, really small. But we want them to look kind of big. So with that, I'm going to use my purple. You've heard of the expression purple mountains, majesties? Why do you suppose that those mountains look kind of purple and grayish in the background? What do you think, Jared?
Because they're far away, they're kind of hard to see, so they look purple.
Yeah, they're kind of hard to see, they're far away. And what's between the mountains and us? Go ahead, Gage.
Air.
Air. And you know what? We can see the air, especially when it's polluted outside, can't we? So we're going to make some mountains that are kind of close to us, okay, the foothills. So we're going to start above the horizon line, and I'm going to make my first hill. Now these foothills are rounded because they've been there for a long, long, long time, and they've eroded, haven't they? And now I'm going to put another mountain that this one overlaps. It's going to go up about here and bring it down. And then I've got one over here that I'm going to bring in and have it overlap this one. So which one's farther away? Okay, what do you think, Valeria?
The one in the middle?
The one in the middle, because the other two do what to it? Overlap it. Good job. Now we're not through with our mountains because there are some mountains that are even farther away, aren't they? So we're going to come up here and do another mountain like this, and then maybe another one that goes here and over to here. So that's where I'm going to stop. So you notice I've got, how many mountains do I have there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What I want you to do is draw your mountains on there. Remember, no M and W mountains, no zigzags. We want nice, soft, eroded, old mountains on there, and make sure that some of them look like they're a little closer than the others by having them overlap. And you may, in this case, you can draw the outline first, and then when you're finished with your outline, you can take the paper off and very lightly fill in the mountains with your purple. I'm going to draw something on the board for you. I want you to tell me what you think it is. Janelle thinks it's a tree. What do you think it is, Gage? A lake. A lake? What do you think, Junior? A what? A tree? How many think it's a tree? Okay, a lot of us do, don't we? Okay, what kind of tree is it? Everybody knows, what is it? It's an apple tree. This is called a lollipop tree, boys and girls. It's just a circle with a stem, and it's got these dots on it. We think it's an apple tree. That's what we learned to do in kindergarten. Well, guess what? We're going to make our trees much more sophisticated now as you watch this. So now, we're going to make a tree. This is going to be really I have to tell you, it's kind of hard to do, so I want you to watch me very carefully. We're going to make trees that are on this side of the road, on the left side of the road. The trees are going to start on the side of the road and overlap the horizon line and go all the way up to this fold. We're going to go up, and as soon as we hit the horizon line, we're going to branch with limbs on the trees. So when we get there, we're going to go out like this. Okay, then we're going to come down here and start at the bottom again with the trunk and go up, and we're going to make another branch that goes out. To see where that fold is? We're going to go out to the fold. We have to go at least to the fold. Here, another one's going to go way up to the top. And another one like this. And then when we get up there, we're going to make little V's in the trees to make it look like it's got a bunch of branches on it. Like that. So now we have these tall trees. What we're going to do is make several of them, about 5 trees that are going to start here and go all the way back to our vanishing point. Okay, are you ready to do that? Yes. Okay, you may begin. I'm going to put green leaves on my tree. So watch what I do with this one. I'm going to start with my green, and I'm just going to swirl and swirl and swirl and swirl, and I'm going to go up all over my branches and make them green. All those green leaves on there. Looks like a lot of green on there, huh? Yeah. A lot of leaves. Okay. We're going to leave a little space in between, because if you go outside and look at the trees, sometimes you can see through the trees to the sky behind it, can't you? Okay, so we have to leave a little bit there. Now, let's say you want to make this a springtime and you want to use blossoms. With your peach-colored crayon and your white-colored crayon, you can put little dots all over those trees to make them look like they're springtime. Let's say you wanted it to be fall. What colors might you use for the leaves? Okay, Cody.
Brown.
You could use brown. What do you think, Amanda?
Red.
Red. What do you think, sir?
Do like a mixture of like reddish brown.
Reddish and browns. Okay, Janelle?
Orange.
Orange. You have the choice of making this whatever season you want. Now, we look at our picture, we notice that it's the countryside, isn't it? We have the trees along the side of the road, we have the dark road, and on the right-hand side here, we don't have anything going on except just the green grass, right? Let's pretend that we have a rancher who lives out here and he's got cattle. How is he going to keep his cattle from going out on the road? Do you think you would have put a fence up? Yes, Espen was absolutely correct. Good job. Okay, now we're going to do that. However, this gets tricky because all of our fence posts have to be vertical. Okay, for us, vertical is straight up and down to the bottom of this page. So over here, I'm going to demonstrate for you. I'm going to start at the horizon line and make a fence post that's parallel to the side of the picture. And then another fence post, we're going to start at the horizon line and make it parallel and vertical to the other fence post. Now watch this carefully, because this is very hard, even for adults. And then another fence post, and then another fence post, and another fence post. And what's happening to the fence posts? They are getting smaller, aren't they? They're getting shorter. And then a little closer together. So we have all these fence posts back here. We're going to put 2 cross sets of crossbars on the fence. So we're going to start here, come out about like that, and another one here, about like that.